There's some theory I have to discuss, but let us do a few questions and then we'll continue. Okay, very first question. That 14641, you have to understand there in the form of 4C0 x minus 1 whole power 4, 4C1 x minus 1 whole cube, 4C2 x minus 1 whole square, 4C3 x minus 1, 4C4. This is x minus 1 plus 1 whole power 4. This is like A and B is like 1, A plus B whole power 4 expansion, where A is this and B is this. 1 and minus 1 will cancel, you'll get x power 4. Of course, you expand each one by binomial theorem and cancel everything, also answer will come. But I don't think we have to do all that. Okay. So here 1 was there, I wrote 4C0. Here 4 I wrote, 4 is there, 4C1, 6 is 4C2, 4 is 4C3, the last one is 4C4. If you call this as A and B is 1, it is like A plus B whole power 4 expansion. There is no need of expanding this, expanding this, expanding this, expanding this, and then cancelling all the things. Okay, they want number of terms in this. Should I expand this as it is? Okay, there are two ways to approach. One is you can write this as A plus B 4B whole power 6 plus A minus 4B whole power 6 plus 2 into A plus B 4 whole cube into A minus 4B whole cube. A plus 4B whole power 6, A minus 4B whole power 6. This is A square minus 16B square whole cube. Of course, when I expand this 7 times will come, expand this 7 times will come, and the common sometimes will get cancelled, sometimes will add up. Finally, I think this will give 4 terms only. But this also may give same 4 terms, similar 4 terms. Okay, so one should not think these are 7 terms, these are 7 terms, total 14 terms. No, some will cancel, some will add up. And here if you get A power 6, here A power 6, we can combine them. I think this is not going to give any new 4 terms. Okay, so this will give you 4 terms and this will give you 4 terms, and both are same A power 6, A power 4, B square and all that. So finally it is 4 terms. What are those terms if somebody wants? One is A power 6, one is A power 4 B square, one is A square B power 4, one is B power 6. Even here, if I expand this and this, the first term here will combine as 2A cube, second term will get cancelled. The next term will be plus 6A into 4B whole square, and 4B whole cube will cancel, whole square. Then I'm getting only 3 terms. Something wrong. Maybe something will cancel here. This will have 4 terms, this will have 4 terms, 2 terms got cancelled, 2 terms got added up. This square and 2 into this. So I got A power 6. Okay, so I'm not getting B power 6 terms because it's completely getting cancelled. Why? Here 4B whole power 6, here 4B whole power 6 minus 32. Okay. So even though this term is there, it got cancelled. So I think this method is better than. You will get 4 A power 6 plus 64 AB square whole square plus 4, that is 6 into 4 cube into A power 4 B square. A square B power 4, A power 4 B square, A power 6, but B power 6 term got cancelled. We have to notice that. So I prefer this than this than. Yeah, not that every time you have to really expand and find each and every term, but you have to be a little careful about when I have plus and minus.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I have an idea. Can I say that in this question?
Tell.
Sir, a plus 4b whole cube is given, no, sir. So it will be a 4 terms, no, sir.
Yes, correct.
Then a minus 4b whole cube, that is also 4 terms, no, sir.
Yes, correct.
In that 4 terms, even number terms will cancel, no, sir, if we'll expand.
Yes.
Then we'll have 4 terms only, no, sir.
No, but they're identical, right? Here a cube together we should call 2a cube.
4 terms. In that 4 terms, a is there's a common means same coefficient is there. So 2 times it will add up, no sir. We have to divide by 2, then we'll get 2 terms, no sir. Then
yes,
if a plus b whole square means 2 terms whole square means 3 terms only, no sir.
Yeah. Yes, correct only. We don't have to find the terms. First you find this, you understand that without writing, you understand there are 2 terms, and then whole square means 3 terms. Yes, we can say that. What will be the answer in second question?
A.
Yeah, total 76 terms. Half of them will come, half of them will cancel, and half of them which became double, actually they're identical terms. So yeah. Fourth one you really have to expand and then see it. Okay. Anyway, even numbers you will do later on. Okay, fifth question. For r plus 1th term, I gave one formula. NCR x power n minus r y power r. We have to use that. Okay, fifth one, root x plus 1 by x whole power 12. And that I want fourth term. Fourth term is you write t 3 plus 1. And formula for tr plus 1 is ncr x power n minus r y power r. Like that 12c3 root x whole power 12 minus 3 and 1 by x whole cube. This is 12 into 11 into 10 by 3 into 2 into 1. This is 9. Root x whole power 9 means x power 4 root x. And this is 1 by x cube. So 220 into x root x. X power 3 by 2. The fourth term in the expansion is this, and then find n and p values. We have 3 unknowns, n, p, x. There is no x means setting independent of x. Okay. Okay, fourth term means n, again I wrote t3 plus 1. 5 by 2 is T4, which is T3 plus 1, which is NC3, Px whole power n minus 3, 1 by x whole cube. So same 5 by 2 is NC3, P power n minus 3. This is x power n minus 3 and this x cube, so it will become x power n minus 6. There is no x term here, but here x is there. So power of x should be 0. N minus 6 equal to 0 implies n equal to 6. Now, if I put that n equal to 6, here 5 by 2 equal to 6c3, p power 6 minus 3 and x power 0 is 1. Okay, they can give here x square, x cube or something, but they did not give x. That's why power of x is 0. Now we know the value. So this is 20. If I bring this side, p cube is 1 by 2. 20 here, 40, or p cube is 1 by 8. So p is equal to 1 by 2. So n equal to 6, p equal to 1 by 2. Okay, mainly you have to understand the power of x should be 0 because they did not tell the fourth term is 5x by 2 or 5x cubed by 2 or something. They just said 5 by 2 means x is not there. So you completed 7, can try 9. Everybody clear? 7th question. Okay, 9th one, what they say? 5th term is 4 times the 4th term. T5 is 4 times the 4th term. And 4th term is 6 times the 3rd term. So to find n value and x value, 2 equations and 2 answers. 1 plus x whole power n. So for 5th term means NC4, we should write not NC5 because TR plus 1 is NCR. Whatever is here, 1 is NC4 and x power 4 because 1 power n minus 4, if you want I can write that also. 1 whole power n minus 4 x power 4. 4 T4, 4 into NC3 into 1 whole power n minus 3 into x cube. X cube will cancel, I'll get 1x. Out of this, if I cancel, this is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. This is x. This is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 3 factorial. So this and this will be cancelled. So we'll be left with n minus 3 by 4. So n minus 3 into x is equal to 16. Let us simplify this, see what happens. Okay, this is 10c3 1 whole power n minus 3 x cube. This is nc2 1 whole power n minus 2 x square. I'm not writing in details, but here what will be left is n minus 2 by 3 will be left after cancelling this. Here 1x, here 1 6. That is n minus 2 into x is equal to 6. You divide them, x will get cancelled, n will come, put the 10 back, you get x value. When we divide, you will get n minus 3 into x. N minus 2 into x is 16 by 6, which is 8 by 3. X will cancel. 3n minus 9 is equal to 8n minus 16. 5n equal to no. This is 6 3s are 18. 16 by 18 means 8 by 9. So 9n minus 27 is 8n minus 16, where n equal to 11. N equal to 11, you put it, you will get x anywhere, either here or here. If I put here 16 by 8 2, if I put here x is either 16 by 8 or 18 by 9, which is 2. So n is 11 and x is 2. Just solving. Formula is only one. That TR plus 1 is NCR, x power n minus r, y power r. So completed 9, can try 11. Okay, everybody completed 9?
Yes, sir.
The sum of the binomial, only binomial coefficients, okay, not the terms of third and fourth term from the beginning and from the end are 440. I think third term from the beginning and fourth term from the end. I think we could have given like that. Okay, so third term from beginning and fourth term from end. Their sum is 440. Okay. Third term from the beginning means you'll get NC2, right? Coefficient. Okay. Fourth term from the end. If somebody asks you not from the beginning but from the end.
NC n minus 4.
No. Forget about
NC3
this.
AQ.
If I take x plus a whole power n, okay, seventh term may be difficult to count. Let us say fourth term. Oh, let us take fourth term from the end. From the beginning, it will be which term? Anybody want to tell? T4 from end will be from the beginning which term? Anybody want to tell?
NC3. NCT a to the power n minus.
No, not the term. I'm asking about from the beginning. What is the which number? Is it third term, fifth term, seventh term?
N minus 3.
N plus 1, n minus 1, n. Yeah, this is the first term from the end, second term, third term, fourth term. So fourth term from the end is from the beginning, n minus 2th term. Right? Like that, kth term from the end, from the beginning, it will be what? It will be T n minus k plus 2. Kth term from the beginning. Am I right? Because you put k equal to 4, you should get n minus 2, right? Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
If somebody wants kth term from the end, it is n minus k plus 2th term from the beginning. Okay? This is the first term from the end, second term, third term. If you want third term, you have to subtract 1. If you want fourth term, you have to subtract 2. If you want kth term, you have to subtract k minus 2, n minus k minus 2. Is it okay, Lokeshwar? Okay. Even though it is nice, I'll just give this in the note, but I don't do all these things. You know why? That's why I'll give you x plus a whole power n. In that, I want 10th term from the end. I don't want to see from the beginning which term. I'll reverse these two. It will be in this 10th term from the beginning, na? If interchange a and x, right? Okay. So whenever you want some kth term from the end, interchange these two and then find kth from the beginning. Of course, you have to be a little careful. If the question is a minus b whole power n, if you want to reverse it, you write minus b plus a whole power n. Don't just write b minus. Okay. The second time you write first time second, then all the series will become reversed. All right. But if it is coefficient, fourth term from the beginning or fourth term from the end, it will have both will have NC3, right? Yeah. So fourth term from the end in x plus a whole power n is fourth term from beginning in a plus x whole power n. Okay, so that will have coefficient NC3, not the full term. So now they want NC2 plus NC3 is 440. And NCR plus NCR plus 1 is n plus 1 CR plus 1. So you'll get n plus 1 C3 is 440. That is n plus 1 into 10 into n minus 1 by 6 is 440. This is n plus 1 into n minus 1. I can borrow 11 here and 6 into 40, 240. Anyway, cubic equation, the only method that we use is trial and error method. So after expanding, I have to do trial and error. So now itself, I want to do trial and error. Can I think of three consecutive numbers whose product is like 11 into 240 and 11 is a prime number which cannot be broken. So Maybe this is any one of them can be 11 or 22 or something like that. And 0 is also there. Is it 10 into 11 into 12? No, no. It cannot be 11 into 12 into 13. Then how it will come? Have they given in the question 440 only? It's the sum of binomial coefficients. I think they're talking about 4 terms then. Third term and fourth term from the beginning and third term, fourth term from the end. Is that okay? Maybe the question is from the beginning and from the end both. So this is 2 times this. Okay. Then it will not be 440. This will be 220. This will be 220.
Any question 11?
Yeah, this will be 120. Which you can easily write 12 into 11 into 10. There are 3 consecutive numbers. We can easily say n is equal to 11. Yeah. So they want third term from the beginning, fourth term from the beginning, third term from the end, fourth term from the end. Their sum should be 440. Okay. Only binomial quotient, not the full term. Let's say there is a particular term like this 5c2 3x whole cube into let us say 2 whole square. This is a particular term in the expansion of 3x plus 2 whole power 5 in the third term. Correct, no? If they want the third term, it is this whole thing. If they want binomial coefficient, what is the binomial coefficient in this?
5c2.
Only 5c2. If they want in third term the coefficient, not binomial coefficient, what is the coefficient of the third term? Then
5c2 into 2 square into 3 cube.
5c2 into 3 cube into 2 square also. Without the x, right? Okay, so there are 3 things. They can ask the term, they can ask coefficient of the term, or they can ask binomial coefficient in that. Binomial coefficient means only this. Coefficient means this and other numbers included. And the term means including x and y or anything such. So you have to notice this. Is it term or binomial coefficient or just the coefficient? Okay, everybody clear? 11th question. Answer is also 11. Okay, 13. Okay, 13th term is 5 power 1 by 6 plus 2 power 1 by 8 whole power 60. Okay, they want to know how many terms are rational in this. When I expand this by regular binomial theorem, we'll get a lot of irrational terms, right? Okay, now a very few are rational terms. How to find? If I take any term, it will be in the form of 60 CR 5 power 1 by 6 whole power sum 60 minus R and 2 power 1 by 8 whole power R. Basically, this is some integer, this is some natural number, their sum is 60. And we want, what should be the power here for the whole thing to be rational term?
Multiple of 8.
It should be multiple of 8. And what should be this power for this part to be rational?
Multiple of 6.
Okay, so this should be multiple of 8 and this should be multiple of 6. When this is multiple of 8, instead of writing 16 minus r and r, this will have some power, this will have some power. The acceptable powers for this are 0, 8, 16, 24, any multiple of 8. 8 3s are 24, 8 4s are 32, 8 5s are 40, 48, and 56. That's it, now. These are the acceptable powers for the power of 2 power 1 by 8. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But some of the powers would be 60. So when power is 0, here power is 60. This is nicely multiple of 6. But when power is 8, here power is 52. This is not a multiple of 6, right? This is not okay. And when power is 16, here we will get what is the power out of 60 minus 16? 44. That is also not okay. It is not a multiple of 6. When power is 24, here you will get
36.
that is okay. Again, I think this is not okay, this is not okay, this is okay, this is not okay. Okay, so what is okay? 0, 24 and 48. But I can prove to you, here we said power should be multiple of 8, here power should be multiple of 6. Not only it should be multiple of 8, I will prove that it should be multiple of 24 to you. Why? Because this power I will call A, this power I will call B. A plus B should be 60. Am I right?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, and you already said this should be a multiple of 6. If this is multiple of 6 and this is multiple of 6, what is B should be? 60 minus this. Difference of two multiples of, should it be multiple of 6?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so B should be multiple of 6 and already it should be multiple of 8. If something is multiple of 6 and 8, it is multiple of what?
24 LCM
24.
is 8 and 6.
What is this 24 for 6 and 8?
LCM.
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 If something is a multiple of A and B and C, it should be multiple of LCM of ABC. Like that, this should be multiple of 8 because the power of this should be multiple of 8. Then only it will become rational. And this power should be multiple of 6. The total is multiple of 6. Their difference is only this. So this should be multiple of 6. That's why this should be multiple of 24. So I don't want to write this many cases and reject some cases. I know when this is a multiple of 24, automatically what this comes here will be a multiple of 6. Okay, because multiple of 6 minus another multiple of 24 means multiple of 6. This will be multiple of 6. Everything is taken care. So if I understand this logic, directly my cases are 0, 24, 48. That's it, multiple of 24. Okay. So how to do this kind of question is very simple. Just see the power of this should be suitably taken. The power of this should be suitably taken. The sum should be this. Try to analyze the case. Here I fixed B value first and then found A values and see which are right, which are wrong. Somebody can say I'll take here 0, 6, 12, 18, 24, all the acceptable powers here. Find the corresponding 60 minus that here and see which are multiples of 8. Without all that, I told you another logic. So I'm not writing, it's only a matter of your understanding. Okay. In fact, just yesterday night, they released the JEE Mains third attempt question papers. You know, after a mains exam is over, after a few days, they will release the student response sheet. That means your own question paper you can download and see which option you kept, and you can also see what is the correct key given. And if you feel key is wrong, you can challenge also. Okay, that this key is wrong, I feel this is a solution, you can upload your solution. Then they will consider it if it is correct. So I was just flipping through the questions randomly. This almost like this. I don't remember exact numbers, but there was a question like this: how many rational terms are there? I personally feel, you know, if you JEE Mains is now it's like became more routine because of so many question papers are already given. Okay. Last 2002 to till now, and last 5-6 years, so many times it was conducted. Because of that, and as concepts are limited, okay, so you can almost get an idea what kind of questions are there. Okay, this is for 13. Okay, 15 onwards, I have to give some explanation then. Anybody in Vizag, staying in Vizag and facing quite regular power cut problems? Sachina, no, you are facing. Anybody else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because sometimes I may not realize, because an inverter is there, na? Maybe for a fraction of a second you know that power is changed, but otherwise we don't realize any problem. Okay, so that's why I wanted to know.
Not regular, sir. Like sometimes you have power cut. Like now I have power cut.
Ah, okay. That's one I also saw now. Just now. Okay, fine. Which area you are staying, Hemant?
Madhurwada, sir.
Madhurwada. Okay, fine. Anyway, if anybody has any power cut, you can contact Hemant Karteya. His father is working in the electricity department. All right. Where are we now? Yeah, I want to just cite the statement that kth term from end in x plus a whole power n, or you can write x plus y whole power n, is equal to t n minus k plus 2 from beginning in x plus y whole power n, or tk from beginning in y plus x whole power n. Okay, so normally when they ask third term, fifth term, seventh term, they're all from the beginning. If they specifically ask find 10th term from the end, 7th term from the end, just interchange these two. We can do like that. Or somebody says, no, I wanted to know from the beginning to which time, it is Tn minus k plus 2. Okay, this is some theory. I did not tell purposely earlier. One more thing. If you take x plus y whole power n, okay, first point is when the expansion number of terms is n plus 1, you know that. Number of terms is equal to n plus 1. Sometimes they'll ask middle term. When there be only one middle term, when n is even, or when n is odd?
Odd.
Even, sir.
When n
Even,
is even,
sir.
when n is even, number of terms will be odd, there will be only one middle term. For example, when power is 10, we will have 11 terms, and sixth term will be 5 terms this side, 5 terms this side, sixth term will be the middle term. So, if n is even, what is middle term will be?
N by 2 plus 1.
Yeah, t n by 2 plus 1. For example, when it is 10, 10 by 2 plus 1. If you want, you can even write this as nc n by 2, x whole power n by 2, y whole power n by 2. Right in the middle, x and y will have same power, and nc n by 2. If n is odd, there will be two middle terms. If n is odd, the two middle terms are what are the two middle terms? Anybody? For example, when n is 5, what is the middle term? X plus y whole power 5, there will be 6 terms. Which terms are the middle terms?
Sir, n by 2th term and n by 2 plus 1th term.
No, first of all, n is odd. There is nothing called n by 2. N by 2 is a fraction.
Yes, sir.
When you have power 5, you have 6 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 and 4 are the middle terms. So how will you connect 5 to 3 and 4?
n minus 1 by 2 and n plus 1 by 2.
When it is 5, I wanted 3. That is n plus 1 by 2 and n plus 3 by 2. Am I right? Okay. So the middle terms are, one is t n plus 1 by 2. If you want, you can write it as t n minus 1 by 2 plus 1. And what is that will be nc n minus 1 by 2 x whole power n plus 1 by 2 and y whole power n minus 1 by 2. Next one will be t n plus 3 by 2. That will be t n plus 1 by 2 plus 1. That will be nc n plus 1 by 2 x whole power n minus 1 by 2 and y whole power n plus 1 by 2. Okay. So when n is even, the number of terms will be odd and there will be only one middle term. When n is odd, number of terms will be even, so there will be two middle terms. These are simple common sense. So you don't need a formula for that. But just I have to say it. That's simple. Everybody clear, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay. This is don't write next to what I'm explaining. This time example I'm explaining. Let us have a question 5x cube plus 7 by some x power 4 or something. Or let's say this is x power 6 and this is x cube or x power 4 whole power 20. They ask what is x power 15 coefficient in this. In which term x power 15 will happen and what is that coefficient? They may ask. How to do that? We'll discuss that. But let me ask some simple question. If you take 1 plus x whole power 20, in this what is x cube coefficient?
NC 17.
Directly 20C3. So 20C17, 20C3 are equal, but it will happen in fourth term because the power of this is r and power of this is n minus r, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want power of this as 3, directly 20C3, and in which it will happen is one extra than the t fourth term, right? Okay. If you take x plus 1 whole power 20, if I wanted x cube coefficient, answer is same, 20C17 or 20C3. But where it will happen is not fourth term, right? Yeah. And which term we'll see later, but answer is 20C3. Okay. Let us say if I have 2 plus 5x whole power 20 and I want x power 7 coefficient. What is the answer?
Sir, 20C7 into 2 power 13 into 5 power 7.
Yeah, because x power 7 is there, means it should happen in 7th term. The power of 2x should be 7 or 5x, whatever it is. And then other power has to be 20 minus 7, 13. Coefficient we can say 20C7 or 20C13, both are okay. Okay. Let us say it is not 2 plus 5x. Let us say I want 9 plus 5x cube whole power 20 or 30 or 40 something. I want x power 15 coefficient in this. What is the answer?
Sir, 40C15 into 5 power
No,
15
no.
into 9 power.
No. It is not 40C15.
Sir,
40C 14.
into 5 cube into 9 power 37.
It should be 40C5.
Yes, sir, 40C5.
Yeah, the power of this should be 5 to get 15, right? So it should be 40C5, okay? And 9 power 35 and 5x cube whole power 5. Correct now?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, please.
so once again say how it is 40C5.
Oh, the power of this should be what to get x power 15?
5.
5. If power is 5 means what should be power here? 40
Yes,
minus
sir.
5.
Understood.
So 40C5. Okay. What will be x power 27 coefficient?
Forty C 9.
40C9. Further?
40C9 into 5 power 9 into 9 power 31.
40C9 into 9 power 31 into 5 power 9. Yes. What is x power 22 coefficient in this expansion?
There is no 22 coefficients.
Yeah. So what is the answer then?
0.
0. Yes. So when the term doesn't exist, that power of x, then we say coefficient is 0. Right? Okay. So if you have only one thing like this, it's okay. Let us say in this I wanted x power 70 coefficient in this. Okay. There are three ways to do this. One way is you take LCM here, you will get 5x power 10 plus 7 whole power 20 by x power 4 whole power 20 is x power 80. In this total, I want x power 70, means in the numerator alone, what I want?
X power 150.
Yeah, when numerator x power 150, after dividing with this, you look at x power 70. So, okay. So now I want x power 150 coefficient in this. If I want x power 150, what should be the power of this?
15.
So directly I can say 20C5, 5x power 10 whole power 15 and 7 power 5. Done. I don't need any formula, right? Okay. So whenever you have xn here, better take LCM and you can manage like that. Okay. That is one method. Another method is we can find, you don't know which time it is happening. Let us find r plus 1th term. 20CR 5x power 6 whole power 20 minus r 7 by x power 4 whole power r. What the total power of x completely? Here power of x is 120 minus 6r. Here power of x is 4r. I can take it to numerator minus 4r. This total should be equal to what? 70 because I wanted that, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now what I got 120 minus 70 is 50. This is 10r that side, r equal to 5. That means it is happening in 6th term. And then you do the calculation, you get 20c. Put r equal to 5 back, you will get it. So find general term, r plus 1th term. The power of x equal to whatever you wanted, you will get r value. Put that r value back, you will get it. Based on this, there is a formula where every time you don't have to do this. I'll tell you that formula also. Okay. Okay, so let me give this as a formula. If I have a x power p plus b by x power q, a question like this. Power of x is p here in the numerator, power of x is q in the denominator, whole power n. Let I take this. If p r plus 1, okay, or you can write, if power of x is m in tr plus 1, that means tr plus 1 contains x power m, then r is equal to np minus m by p plus q. Okay. This is one thing. I'll tell the proof and I'll tell one more point. Okay, let us write the proof of this. What is TR plus 1th term? NCR AX power P whole power N minus R B by X power Q whole power R, which is NCR A power N minus R X power NP minus PR B power R X power QR. So this is NCR A power N minus R B power R X power NP minus PR minus QR. That I have to equate it to M. NP minus PR minus QR equal to M. NP minus R common will get P plus Q equal to M. Bring M here, this one to that side. You will get NP minus M is equal to R into P plus Q. And I divide down. I will get R is equal to NP minus M by P plus Q. Okay, so this is a formula. It's now, if you sometimes it will save the time, but otherwise this is a process what we do. You find the general term and equate the required whatever you wanted. But the power of X in the numerator is P here and power of X in the denominator is Q here. So you took N into P minus whichever power you wanted by this plus this. Okay, everybody clear? I'm erasing this. Okay, second point. If TR plus 1 is independent of X, that means there is no X in it. Because when you expand somewhere, X will get completely cancelled. Which term doesn't have X? If somebody want to know that. Okay, then R is NP by P plus Q. Okay, what if this NP by P plus Q becomes fraction? What does it mean?
There is no constant.
Yeah, yeah, there is not such term. Similarly, in the previous case also, if NP minus M by P plus Q doesn't come an integer or natural number, that means that X power M doesn't exist in that one. Question will be 0. Okay. That's all. Other things I think to the question I can tell than telling here as a theory or notes. Okay. Okay, so these questions from 15 to whatever till some questions basically, they are based on, they want coefficient of X square or X cube or something, or independent term, or they can even ask middle term. Okay, of course, one more thing I have to say, through the questions only we will know what is that. Sometimes we may have product of two things, let's say 5 plus 2x plus 3x square into 9 plus 4x whole power 100. Let's say I want x power 7 coefficient in this. I will get in 3 ways. This into x power 7 coefficient in this into x power 6 coefficient in this into x power 5 coefficient in this. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had to add all of them. So that kind of questions will come. So from now onwards, the questions are based on this, either middle term or particular power of x, or we want a term which is doesn't contain x. Let's do 1 or 2 questions. Okay, 15. The sum of 2 middle terms, because the power is odd, it will have 2 middle terms. Okay, in 15th one, the 2 middle terms are 2n minus 1 cn minus 1, 2n minus 1 cn. One will be this minus 1 by 2, one will have this plus 1 by 2. Because normally we had the formulas like it, nc n minus 1 by 2, nc n plus 1 by 2. These are the binomial coefficients of the 2 middle terms when n is odd. Okay, like that, this and this. And for this is one extra. So ncr plus 1 is n plus 1 cr plus 1. So it will be 2n cn. Is it correct? ncr plus 1 is n plus 1. For this one extra is this. Out of these two, the bigger quantity. And they are wrote the answer in terms of 2n directly option C, 2n factorial by n factorial whole square. Okay, so normally when power is n, these are the 2 middle terms. Their power is 2n minus 1. Subtract 1 by 2, add 1 by 2. And then ncr plus 1 is n plus 1 cr plus 1. And this is equal to 2n factorial by n factorial into 2n minus n factorial, which is 2n factorial by this n factorial, you will get n factorial whole square. Okay, anyway, based on these last concepts, we'll do Monday. Tomorrow I'll discuss ellipse or hyperbola, advanced material, doubts, even hyperbola means material. Is it okay, everybody?